several times over similar concerns of
accusing the CS of overstepping his mandate by issuing policing statements that they claim incite unlawful.
In downtown Nairobi, Gen Z protesters filled the streets.
News from Kenya, where thousands of protesters have stormed Parliament. Several people have been shot dead after police opened fire. TV footage showed the governor's office and City Hall were also burned.
No weapons, just signs, phones, and anger of generation tired of lies and poverty. Then tear gas came, then gunshots, bodies dropped. And one question echoed louder than the protest. Are the police here to protect the citizens or to protect the regime? This is not just a Kenyan question. From Minneapolis,
3rd Precinct of the Minneapolis Police Department.
to Lagos,
Nigerian youth are determined to see this crisis as a fight for their generation.
We are not who you think we are.
to Paris,
17-year-old in Paris. The protests, which began in the suburb of Nanterre, where the boy, identified only by his first name, Nahel, was killed, they've spread across the country. Tonight, there were clashes with police in Lille. There have also been violence in Amiens, Strasbourg, Dijon, Lyon, and Toulouse.
we have seen the same thing. Police acting not like public servants, but defenders of power. Different uniform, same tactic.
That criminal charges be brought against the officers involved.
Put their fists up! Yeah! We all here! All lives matter!
When that didn't happen on Thursday, some demonstrators...
It started with a tax bill. The 2024 finance bill would have increased the cost of living for millions. Kenyans protested peacefully, but the police were spotted with tear gas, batons, and bullets. By June 2025, the protest had grown. Same Gen Z protesters, TikTokers, students, hustlers, and ordinary citizens. The same police came again. 16 people were killed, 100 injured. Nairobi hospital was overwhelmed. And once again, the people asked, why are we being treated like animals?
While in police custody. This followed in...
Boniface Kariuki, one of them, a street vendor selling masks in the city center. He had a backpack. He wasn't armed. He wasn't kneeling. He was not even protesting. An officer shot him in the head at a close range. He later died in hospital. The only reason we know this happened is because an Associated Press photographer captured this exact moment. The video and the photo went viral. 2 officers were arrested.
2 police officers accused of shooting hawker Boniface Kariuki during the Gen Z demonstrations in Nairobi have been remanded for 15 days.
But without this image, Boniface Kariuki would have been just another name lost in the chaos. In Kenya, police say they serve the public, but numbers don't lie. More money go to riot gear than hospitals. Interior Minister did please shoot on site.
Polisi, mtu yoyote mwenye atakaribia police station piga yeye risasi.
Murkomen has been facing...
But protesters get bullets, corrupt leaders get bodyguards. And this is by design. Let's rewind. Kenya modern police was created by British colonialists. Their job wasn't to protect the people, it was to control them. Loud control, passbook checks, beating, torture, and suppression. This was the ambition. And after independence, the system did not disappear. It changed hands. The badge stayed, the mindset stayed, the people in charge changed, but the fear remained.
Tonight the government will...
France 2023. A teenager named Nahel is shot dead by the police at traffic stop. Protests breaks across the country.
9901, 9901 emergency. We got individuals breaching the gate at the 3rd Precinct. We also got people trying to breach the front doors.
United States, George Floyd is killed by an officer in broad daylight. The video was seen by the world.
Parked vehicles at a government bus station in Lagos. Officials say 30 buses were destroyed. In Lekki, where security forces opened fire on protesters the previous night, the standoff continues.
In Nigeria, EDSA's protest exposed the police unit known for torture, robbery and killings. The government shut it down, but violence continues under different names. Different country, same tactic.
It's ablaze. This is how the night...
Because fear is profitable, police budget grow every year. Politicians use law enforcement to silence critics. Companies sell more riot gear, more bullets, and more surveillance tools. And the courts protect it all. Officers are rarely punished. Law protects the state, not the citizens. But one thing is different today. Cameras. A phone captured George Floyd's final moments. A photographer exposed Boniface Kariuki murder. Drone recorded police violence in Nigeria. Technology is now the new people's weapon, not for violence, but for truth. Real security doesn't look like soldiers in the street. It looks like safe neighborhoods, working hospitals, and fair court. Real policing is not about control, it's about care, and when police forget that, people must remind them who they work for.
They will charge the policeman who killed Nahel with murder. The government, from the president downwards, has been explicit in its condemnation. The anger here, though, is going to require much more.
For the past few years, there have been so many young people dead for nothing, either dead or injured, super injured, and it's become very dangerous because we don't want France to become like the US.
The uniform doesn't make someone a protector, but the actions do. And in Kenya, right now, many citizens feel like they are being policed by an army, not served by a public service. But change is possible. We have seen it. When people speak up, film, protest, vote, things shift. If you found this video important, remember to share. Remember, there are many journalists risking to tell you or to inform you about the truth. Support them, encourage them, and share their work. If you loved our video, remember to share and like. Let's meet in the next video. I'm your host, James.
Everybody get garbage! Let's go with Facebook garbage! Burn it!
Information citywide, the 3rd precinct has been compromised.
3rd precinct is up in flames.
On Friday, one former officer was charged with